Hi. Yes. Oh god. My head is covering Maxi. She has airplane ears. She's mad. Oh no. It's... She's apparently very, very tired. She has done so much today. Okay. Also, my mom started opening the box because she was very, very excited. I had to stop her. Okay. That's the wrong button. Okay. We have to speedrun because I have raids later. How do I even... Okay. That's wrong. Scissors. It's a knife. No, actually. Okay. Oh my god. It's a really big box. Okay. This is gonna be a new toy for Maxi. Okay. Okay. Oh no. She doesn't like the noise. Hi, Lily. What the hell? Okay, there's a box inside the box. Is she... Oh yeah, she's mad. Okay, so... Yeah, I do. Oh my god, look at her. Okay, so this is the actual box. Wait. Okay. And this is the big box, which I have no doubt Maxi will get in later. Okay, so now I need a knife. And I will... Oops. Hopefully that didn't damage the box. That's inside another box. Okay. I see. Okay. Literally this. Maxi. The camera is clipping her head, just about. Okay, we're getting somewhere, I think. Listen. I think that ship has sailed. Most hunters are already cats. And the other way around, I guess. Maxi's the new hunter vanguard. Okay. Oh god, there's so much stuff here. That's a piece of cardboard. Here you go, Maxi. You can inspect that. And inside is this. Oh. She's loafing. Well, now Maxi has that lore. No. The things. Maxi has corner. Yeah. You look. It's the corner things. This is gonna be highly sought after item. There's so many of them. Probably as many as there are corners. Who knows? This is truly a mystery. Oh my god. I think that's that. Yeah. There's another cardboard. Okay, so don't have space on my desk. This is another box from Maxi. These are very cool. New paracausal entity dropped. And it's... I guess that would be a cube. Yes! I can sort of make a cube. Maybe? Super important. Sound of expecting buildings. Yeah. Okay. Let's see this. Lightfall. The problem is not damaging this box. Yeah, they look good to bite. Yeah, agreed. We're gonna have them in the silo, obviously. Okay. Ooh. Shiny. Next to the elephant's foot room, yeah. And of course, the demon core. Listen, if it's vaguely weird, it goes in the silo. Demon core? Yeah. I'll put that in the box. Okay. Now we have the actual box. Bokeh. Oops. And the actual box is really pretty. And, ooh, that's a pyramid. Ah, that's not gonna be visible. Maybe. There you go. There's a pyramid in the center. A pyramid in the center of the circle? Literally new raid dropped. Revealed. That's very interesting. I'm joking, by the way. Or am I? And now, as is customary, Tranquil Sphere is spell sheet. Yeah, as is customary, I'm getting a new hat. As is customary, he drops on my head. I think Maxi is being very concerned. That's true. Rolk. Oh my god, that's hair. A lot of it. Yeah, that's the disciple hat. Okay. It's the disciple hat. For disciples with less hair. Yeah. Okay, can I keep the hat? Right. My glasses are big enough to hold it. Okay. That's a very nice box. That's Neptune. Wait. Where's the light? Damn it. There's another triangle in a circle. There. You can see that tail. Alright. Oh my god, Maxi. Alright, before this gets destroyed. I'm gonna put it here. Did it obstruct? No, alright. Now, where is the... should be here. No, it's here. Alright. Something fell out. That's the pyramid. It has callus also. Where's the light? That's a sticker. Yeah. Unfortunately, it has a face of callus in the Dorito. More things fell out. Just a second. Where's the opening? Oh, alright. Found it. Please. No. Okay. Maxie is here. I think she settled down. Nice. She swiped my hand. Okay. Now again. Where is the opening? Alright. It's here. Oh. Well, if I accidentally reveal it, please one of you grab it. I don't want some random person to grab it. Oh my god, okay. Alright. We're going one by one then. First is the postcard. Where's the light? I have the worst fucking lighting in my room because I hate light. She's so cute. Yeah. When she swipes my hand, literally, there's nothing better. There is one emblem code at the back of this, which I will put in right away. Is that the one, or is there more? I'm not sure. Okay. Now it's gonna bother me for a code. No, it's not. Interesting. Redeem codes. Lightfall Collector's Edition. Okay. Yeah, only one. Alright, so then that's the one on the postcard. Yep, that's exactly how I wanted to turn it around. It's that screenshot of the Guardians. Which is also, I think, a wallpaper. Okay. I need to remove the cubes. Unfortunately. Actually, I'm not removing the cubes. I can't do that. Yeah. I am missing one of the cubes. I found the cube. Dreams. Sweet drums? Get her. Get her. Typo in the group chat. I got him. Next is this is certainly a picture. I'm not sure if that's like also a postcard type thing or a sticker or something. Minor spelling mistake. But this is Callus's ship on Niamuna, and there's nothing behind. Very interesting. Mm-hmm. This is jiggly. My laptop is jiggly. Ooh. Message from Zavala. It's a message from Zavala. We're gonna read that in a moment. It starts with Guardian. What the fuck are you doing? Where's the opening? Right. Next in the box. Okay. Are the books. Guardian. What is your problem? And okay. It's a tree. And they're all in here. Oh, hi Finn. Okay, these are really, really cute, like little booklets. They're really nice. They are really nice. Alright. This is Elsie's. Yeah, Maxie is permanently behind us. It has a little polka! I just noticed. The polka. Then Callus. Maxie, please let us know. And finally, Osiris. And it seems that the order Vanguard files, archives, and records, and then there's well, this one has a okay, but listen. Osiris' book has the eye in a circle. Just a second. How do I do the light thing? So you can see the, like, engraving? There it goes. It's a circle. It's the Traveler. This is how Speaker Osiris can still win. Oh my god, look at Maxi, please. Here's how, literally. Speak Osiris sweep. Callus has his own, like, ship thingy. I keep forgetting how to do the... There it goes. No, it's not. It's also the circle, but it's like, it's that, it's like a Leviathan thing. You're wearing the same shirt, good. Last year I had the underwear and tights. This year I have a Gambit shirt. And Elsie has a... Well, there's Elsie, and there's also this kind of a... I don't know what kind of a pattern that is. Well, it's definitely circles. Yeah. It's the crying eye thingy. And also her head. Yeah, the sacred geometry thing, yeah. The order is apparently Osiris, then Callus, and then Elsie. At least there are like numbers in the back. Like 1 something something, 2 something, 3. I'm not sure what the other letters are. Yeah, something like that. Callus book? No, please no. I heard that there are extremely cursed like things in there. I don't know the details. Maybe I should have known the details. We don't need to read the Callus book. Nice. Okay, before... I have a feeling that this little dude is gonna fall out and break. So I'm gonna take the little guy. Oh my god, we're gonna have to assemble the little guy. Yes, I did the emblem. There are so many parts of the little guy. Oh my god, please look at Maxi. There's so many parts. And instructions. Always looking at Maxi. Whoops. Apologies. However, that's what I wanted to show. It's the squad. Punched by the toxic enemies. Can I get the light again? Somehow. KFC bucket Callus. Yeah. It's the little... Nya. Hi, Milo. It's a really nice... Tormentor, yeah. Tormentor? Wait. Maybe I can get more light if I do this. Yeah, I'm also very normal. For people who missed the classic. There you go. The hat. Nope. Okay. And these are the, like, postcard thingies? The Callus ship? And the Guardians. The Crown of Chronicler. I wanted to put the Chronicler sign. But... Hi, Bracken. I finally put the Chronicler... I couldn't put the Chronicler sign because there's no place. And also the sign kind of... I don't have Chroniclers. I can't put it. Yeah, that's so true. Right. Put that away. Yeah, just like in game. Oh, look at her. Look at her. Chronicler, yeah. She is so eepy. I don't need Italian instructions. Okay. Very eepy. There are so many parts of the polka. Oh god, this is very heavy. I hope there's no emblem code on this. Oh. Yeah. I already got the code, don't worry. Also, this is a sticker. Well, as I said, if I accidentally flash an emblem code, grab it as soon as you can. I would rather some of you get it than some random person. It is very possible that this goes into this. It does. It should. I'm so afraid of breaking something. Ah! Alright. Quietly opens. Yeah, I want a Osiris sticker. Wait, guys. The most important part. No. The most important part of the whole collector's edition. It's the silica gel. Do not eat. Ah, okay. Give it to Ezra. Silo snack. This is for charging the poke, I guess. Wait, where does it even go? Not here. This is just... okay. Eat, yeah. Special treat for Callus. That's too good of a treat. Right. A fish! Oh! Oh my god, it's fish! You may eat the silica gel once? Oh. Look at that color! Silica mystery box unboxing. Wait, fish, stand here a little bit. Gay fish. And wings. Or fins. Or both. However, how do I put that in? Oh my god. You should send some silica gel to Milo. I sent 2 of mine to Milo from the other 2 collector editions. To be fair, Milo won it fair and square in the great battle of who's gonna say the funniest thing in chat. Okay, so how do I insert the supplied wings into the body as shown below? This then? Yes. Okay. Nothing broke so far. Maxi has not been disturbed. A and B. Oh, okay, I see now. It's good. Fish! It arrived just in time for the final shape. And it... Fish glow! Cass! We already did that joke. It's so cute. Wait. Okay, so there's 2 modes. Permanent light. Oh yeah, Polka plush. That's so true. This is permanent light. And this is like, it goes back and forth, I guess. This is very heavy. Which means that the polka is not gonna drop. Moth plush. We need the moth plush. Okay, one more. Standing up. Okay. How do I get the light? Oily fish. It's so rainbowy. Wait, let me take it off a little bit as well, so I can turn it around as I want. It's so colors. Literally crying. She kissed the fish. And she also turned around. Wait. We can also charge the fish. Oh, I see. It has USB port on its help. Help. Yeah, okay, it's here. Milo, no. 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 Stop. I can't believe this. You would do this. You would do this to fish. I think it's C. Battery use. Care. Maintenance. Do not open, disassemble, crush, or burn battery as it can be harmful. I will try. Oh, you can adjust the light mode by holding the button. It's like if I... This is very unstable. Hi, Aileron. My cat. She's here. I've disturbed her. So I turn on by pressing once, and then if I hold... Oh, I can adjust... I can adjust how bright it is. If I wanted this bright. Yeah, or like if you just let it go as it wants. Game of the year. Fish of the year. Oh, let's see. So this is the normal mode. This is the glowy. No, it just goes back. The glowy is normal. It's stable. They didn't. The pyramid thingy had the pattern. I guess Poca is not a part of the IRG in the same way, I guess. I dropped the fish. It's fine though. What happened? Oops. Okay, we're good. We could have poles, yeah. No, 1,000 years. Fish, can you please be stable? This fish is gonna get me killed. Maxi is super EP. How do I keep the fish here? But not accidentally. On the gap in the bunk? I see. Fish too big. I can adjust the camera though. Creature is watching from above. I put it that way. And then oh my god, the creature. Yeah, with off the stand it's still. You mean just with this? Let's try. Sanaki! She's watching! She's participating in the stream. Fish. Fish is so good. Hammer of Moth. When Maxie wakes up, I'll have to remove the fish because she will, like, knock it off. Wait. This is where the rest of it is. Silica. Okay, silica gel is being kept here later for snacks. Okay. Instructions. Okay. And fish charging device. I don't know what to name my Poca. We'll have to. Snack gel. Yeah. This is a letter from Zavala. I hope there's no emblem here. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't. Guardian. Look at his sign signature. Wait, where is it? Knife minion. Very on point for Zavala. There are only 5 and 4 are universal. Yeah, okay. Actually be Finn? It's also funny to, like, overuse the joke as well. Oh my god, Max's pose is peak cat. Finn is already here. Alright. Was it the romance? Yeah. There can only be one. Yes, it was the romance. Oh, speaking of, just a second. This is a ancient Roman coffin nail. The shout out to Max Ears. I got that because on a dig site it was like found outside, like in a random pile of dirt, and then it doesn't really mean anything to us anymore because it's not in where it was supposed to be. So the professor was like, whoever wants it, you can take it. Yeah. They really didn't want those guys. Nope. Like, you're staying in the ground. Okay. Zavala's message, it's very short. It's basically just saying what's in the books. Guardian, fragments of information regarding Neptune have been discovered recently that could become of interest to the witness and its disciple Callus. Our planetary scans have been inconclusive so far, but should you become involved, I want to keep you informed. Osiris has intel, though it may not be fully reliable given his imprisonment by Savathun. Ikora's personal assessment of him has been provided for your eyes only. Pokemon. I think Elsie's is last, unfortunately. Eris believes the exo-stranger's pet may have come from Neptune. Documentation regarding this creature, therefore, may bear relevance. Finally, supplementary records from Empress Keitel provide insight into Callus's psyche. Perhaps a weakness can be found and exploited. Good luck, Zavala. He is very concise and on point. Thank you, Zavala. Thanks, Dad. Oh my god, I knocked something off again. Thanks, Dad. Vanguard going through Tesserus looking for synonyms for abduction and impersonation, literally. Oh my god. Okay, for those who didn't see the books. Cyrus? Callus? And Elsie. It's really good. Osiris is kind of a greenish, but like very dark green. And I keep forgetting how to... There he goes. It's a circle. Cass, she sees gold, yeah. Oh yeah, the thingy is gold and yellow and red. Gold and yellow? What the hell? It's a tree. Wow. Yellow and red, yeah, definitely the same colors, yeah. The red and gold enjoyers have logged on. They're logged the fuck on. Yeah, the slipcase is really, like, it's really... That is a really, really good quality. Vanguard files. Archives and records. Okay. We are, of course... Yeah, the tree logo is really good. And of course, first, we have to read Osiris. It's so pretty inside. Three. It is really, really good. Can I make it... One day, I will remember how to do it so that it can be... Wait. This part, I don't want to stretch it too far. Never mind. Yeah, it's a bird. It's the phoenix thingy. Like an Egyptian? Wait. Board. Maybe this... no, it's... You have one on your desk? Okay. There are some things here. I see. Yeah, the Vanguard has very nice stationery. It's like a proper book, like it's actually bound. So that it's, I don't feel like I'm gonna like break the spine. Okay. Osiris. The first one is called Breakdown. Oh, this is Ikora. Okay. It's like in a different. It's like bluish. And in a different font. So I guess that's kind of like a. Yeah. I'm hoping it's like a breakdown in the sense of not like a mental breakdown, but like a breakdown of the topic or something. Hopefully. Okay. It's not that I disagree with the judgment call, Ophiuchus said, and revolved gently on the spot, but you can't go easy on him. It's an evaluation, not an interrogation. Ikora did not give in to the impulse to fold her arms. This time. You know what I mean. Ikora sighed very softly. He was right, all things considered. I don't intend to, and I am well aware that there's an equal helping of suspicion on me for not seeing through Savathun's deception. And then underlined, we didn't see through it. Ophiuchus' correction was as firm as his earlier challenge. It was a complex series of failures that can't be laid on any one person. Thank you, little ghost. Ikora shook her head. She never could have impersonated him so successfully if Sagira was alive. Yeah, the books are slim, but they're stitch bound, yeah. She never could have impersonated him if Sagira was alive. Loss echoed loudly. In that respect, I suppose Xivu Arath did her sister a favor, Ikora finished. Yes, it's sad. It is. Very interesting. That is very interesting, yeah. Something unsaid lingered here, but Ikora prompted. Oh. But, Ophiuchus continued, you can't tell me you didn't think it too, just for a moment, about bringing her shell back to the relic on Mars. There was a moment, just a breath, where I hoped, Ikora agreed. I shouldn't have. Hope doesn't often obey wisdom, Ophiuchus fixed her with his single gimlet eye. Yeah, can we not do that? Can we not do that? Though he wasn't wrong, Ikora wasn't wholly interested in being generous of her failings. All of the hope in the world doesn't change facts. A relic of darkness is unlikely to be capable of restoring a ghost crafted largely of light. No matter how nice it would be if Sagira could simply pick right back up with Osiris, wash away these last months just like that. Stop. I can't. Our problems never solve easily, Ophiuchus said, not unkindly. He drifted close enough to bump against Ikora's shoulder, just above the shimmer of her bond. Wow. Ikora steadied herself. Untrue. Ava Levante provides us perfectly fixable problems. A little whir of amusement. Shall we see if the witness is afraid of the dawning? The thought compelled an exchange of almost stifled laughter. Doubtful, Ikora mused, but the mental image was a good boy. In any case, I'll speak with Osiris alone, although the records will be available to you. I'm sure you may spot something I've missed. Ophiuchus hummed a little more. You know, he may never be ready for the field again. He certainly wouldn't like to be told that. No shit. Ikora held up her hand before her ghost could answer. But one step at a time. Field readiness assessment before we make any determination, the same way we would for any hidden agent who's come out of a dark place. Her mouth twisted wry. Wouldn't it be nice if checking in on Osiris could be as simple as asking, "Are you alright?" Ha, Ophiuchus said, pessimism in a single syllable. Never happen. Yeah, imagine if you could ask Osiris, "Hey, you okay?" And then he would tell you. Okay, next. Access private, decryption key, blah blah blah. Osiris debrief. Subject. First debriefing with Osiris. Hey. Contextual notes. Osiris looks smaller than my memory of him. It's as if the version of him that Savathun played was based on our expectation, the larger-than-life man, and the long shadow he's always cast. Or perhaps she played an Osiris newly separated from Sagira, one who did not yet feel the weight of the loss, had not been given the chance to. Now Osiris seems plainly human in a way he never has, even at his most despairing, and I barely think I recognize him. But today, a familiar glimmer of his former self roused over the strong scent of the tea I made, and gave me a sort of patient, impatient look over the rim of the cup, as if to say he knows what I am about, and is going to do me the courtesy of not mentioning it. That's just as well. Osiris never has been one to sit down and openly talk about his feelings. And I doubt very much if his time in Savathun's possession will have changed that. Still, as I said to Ophiuchus, a shared pretext can go a very long way between those long familiar with each other. Short King Osiris canon, yeah, so true. It's just, man. Okay, what is this? This is the fish pedestal. I don't want to break it. Transcript of conversation. Yeah. Osiris. If you're going to try to spare my feelings too, Ikora, and then Ikora says the following. It has crossed my mind to be polite to someone who's been held captive by our enemy for a year. Yes. No, Sanaki. Osiris. That was unworthy of me. Ikora. You're going to have to work harder than that to offend me, Osiris. Osiris. Barely audible laugh. We shall see how that goes. I'm assuming you want to talk about the intelligence I had gained. Ikora. Yes, you haven't said much about what it is, only that you remember a little. I want to start from the last place we saw you, before you were kidnapped, and establish the full chain of events. There was some fuzziness about when you were last you. Wow, well, we know that because we are the Raptors. And then Osiris says, humph. Pause, deep breath. It was on Luna, the same place I lost. 3 dots. Ikora, Sagira. He can't even say her name. I'm being interrupted. Yeah, he can't say her name. Also, Maxi's looking. No, you can't go there. You can't go there. Yeah, it's like... The interruptions, like I said, like, don't get in to the room. And they're like, I need to check to make sure that I cannot get into the room. Okay. Osiris. But that was a place of Ziwarat's power. It is muddled, and I left after I left that place. I do not think I made it so far away from the Hellmouth, in truth. I was not thinking straight if I was thinking at all. Huh. Ikora, do you remember meeting, perhaps not Savathun, but no agent of hers? Nothing beyond the Hellmouth that might, in retrospect, be attributed to her? Osiris, nothing. At least I don't... Frustrated sigh. No, nothing that I can recall. Ikora, if nothing else, knowing that you don't know is something. Osiris, laughably little. Then in brackets, a frown at the empty cup. He took the teapot, refilled both cups slowly. Yeah, he's... It's gonna be really difficult to read the next sentence. Osiris, I wanted to blame you. Surely, I thought, you should have seen. Surely. Ikora, I certainly blamed myself. If anyone could have identified that you were not yourself. Osiris, my best student should have. Ikora, yes. Osiris, So we have all paid for that hubris. Ikora, and Savathun's gains. Well, you are aware of the costs created by insufficient discernment of truth. Osiris, yes, so I am. In brackets, a long period of silence, not a technical transcription fault. Osiris, perhaps such blame is misplaced. After all, if she were discovered, what would Savathun have done in response? That's actually really interesting, because we didn't really consider that. Like, what would what would she have done if... Ikora. She might simply have moved up her plans to offer a bargain. Perhaps she would have known less of Vanguard operations. Perhaps you would never have been returned to us at all. Perhaps our guardian might have stormed her throne world regardless. After all, they are very motivated when new weapons and old friends are involved. The variables involved would give even a prediction engine difficulty. So, the Guardian, canonically, they, them. Yeah. Osiris. Then perhaps you should not have made the bargain in the first place, Ikora. Ikora, Osiris. Osiris, don't mistake my words for ill-guided martyrdom. That I am alive and here now is a gift that I don't intend to waste. Okay. Ikora, then don't. Osiris, but I am not wholly oblivious to the state of things in the city. People question me. Whatever cash I maintain after my exile, whatever Savathun gained in my stead, it is all useless now. Osiris, sips tea. People should question their leaders, including the Vanguard, but where leadership is not only challenged but also untrusted, then there is much room for expanding chaos, corruption even. Ikora, I know, believe me, I know. Then silence. Then Osiris, do you trust me, Ikora? Ikora, I'd like to say I do. Perhaps it's better to say I trust you, Osiris. But I still wonder if I trust my own perceptions. Osiris, good. Very interesting. And then conversation, like, again, this is like after the Osiris thing. This is Ophiuchus and Ikora again. Yeah, she's bothered because, like, she can't trust herself. That's her thing. Like, how does she know that she is correct, basically? Well, he's Osiris, Ophiuchus concluded. The pieces of his shell flexed one final time before settling into place, compact as ever. I don't know what else we expected. Ikora compressed a smile and wrapped her hand around the small recorder. You joke, but... Ophiuchus played a thin touch of light across her curled fingers. You think he sounds too much like himself. Perhaps I'm being overly cautious. She opened her grasp, revealing an empty palm first, then producing the recorder again to pass over to Ophiuchus. A pointless trick, but worth a moment of smile. Perhaps I think too much of what will be perceived in a failure to be overly cautious. Ophiuchus whirred quietly, thoughtfully. An ounce of prevention and all that. Ikora breathed out a quiet sigh as to expel her worries with it. Optics aside, I do worry about Osiris. Despite his many strengths, he is only human. Even a stone may be worn down in time, and people are not so resilient as stones. Ophiuchus, for once, did not argue with her logic. Yeah, she wants to trust him, but she can't trust her own judgment. Oh. Okay. Access private. Osiris debrief number 2. Osiris debrief 2. Subject, second debriefing with Osiris. Contextual notes. Osiris and I spoke again perhaps a week after the first conversation in the same secure location, my office. It isn't the best solution. He is still not at his full strength. But the security concerns triumphed and he agreed with that. The tea was different. I tried to blend with chamomile, reasoning that there wasn't a single person in the tower who couldn't use an extra bit of calm. Oh my god. I mean, she's not wrong. He took a mouthful of the chamomile tea and grimaced at me, though I could not say if it was in judgment of the flavor or the intended effects. Regardless, I was not offended. I had something extra for Osiris this time. Sagira's He had something extra for Osiris this time. Sagira's shell. It had been held in secure hidden storage due to the value of the attached memories, but in the course of Lin 357's assessment of the altars of reflection, I was assured his thoroughness and had extracted anything we could possibly gain from it. That's Lisbon. Lisbon from the Black Garden. Just a cool attend, but yeah, absolutely. I can't do this, nope. I was assured his thoroughness had extracted anything we could possibly gain from it. So, while the other artifacts have remained locked away in secure vault, this one I brought to return to Osiris. I offered him Sagira's shell without any other indication of what I meant to accomplish. Osiris cradled her between his hands with utmost tenderness, and his face... 3 dots. Apparently not. Yeah. I wonder how I could have mistaken Savathun for him. I wonder how I could have suspected the man before me. It seems clear now, in retrospect, of course, with the one to hold up to beside the other. Savathun had never spoken very much of Sagira's loss, and I had taken it for grief compressed, coping tied firmly down, not to be addressed. I had thought it was not my business to tell him how to grieve, not when Xivu Arath and then the Cabal Empire were knocking out at our door with wrath and battering rams. Oh, but this is a grief too big for even a man of his caliber to chain down. You know, we were right about everything. It's just... Yeah, Saint can get into his office. In her office, yeah. Other notes of relevance. Transcript abbreviated slightly. We spoke delicately of tactical matters for a few minutes, but did not approach the emotional issues after a certain point. Osiris's mind is as sharp as ever, and when we are not speaking close to the heart, he is analytical, if leaning to the pessimistic. Didn't blink. Yeah, man. He's pessimistic. Okay. Transcript of conversation. Osiris. I assume you must have come to some conclusion then. Ikora. What makes you say that? Osiris. You would not have returned her to me if you doubted your course. Ikora. No, I wouldn't have. Osiris. I might have hoped your caution would outlast your emotion. Ikora. The judgment call is still mine. In truth, it is highly improbable that Savathun would repeat the same trick twice. And besides that, she is dead. Osiris. Is she, truly? I was told she had a ghost. Ikora. Imaru, yes, he yet survives. But we have sequestered Savathun's body securely, and my hidden scrape the area for errant genetic material. Osiris. That's not guarantee. Okay, that's interesting, actually. So even if they have the body, they still had to like scrape the area for any genetic material, like for any errant genetic material, which means that ghosts don't need the full body, they just need a genetic material. That's an interesting little detail. Yeah. So like even if they don't have the access to the body itself, like this is a full like confirmation. At least it's on the genetic level. Osiris, that's no guarantee. Mm-hmm. Ikora, this tactic worked in the Dark Age. It seems to hold. We have seen no evidence of a resurgence. Osiris, I wouldn't be so sure. She's managed greater deceptions. Ikora, the ghosts also don't think it's possible with the precautions we've taken. A disintegration might be catastrophic to that cause, but keeping the body intact and inaccessible seems to work. So if they destroy the body, then it might work. Then like Imaru might be able to get her. Yeah, I do wonder how it works for Exos then. Maybe just like a when you accidentally res the darkness milkshake, not your robot. Hi Jay. Osiris. The Dark Age was a long time ago now. Who knows what innovations the Hive have brought to the ghosts? Ikora, they are still ghosts. Osiris, are they? He doesn't like that. He doesn't like that. Yeah, the idea is that the particles would disperse and there will be enough trace material for a res. Maybe. Okay. Ikora, while we may distinguish between light bearers and guardians, there is no equivalent for ghosts. The difference in nomenclature would hardly make much change to their capabilities. Osiris, we must be prepared for a ploy we cannot see. Ikora, where does this confidence come from when the Queen of Lies is the opponent? Ikora, we do have an informant when it comes to the Hive, a conscientious objector. That's Finch. While for obvious reasons I can't say more, we are not so direly inhibited when it comes to the matters of the Lucent Hive's capabilities. Finch! They need to meet. Finch and Osiris have to meet. They have to. Osiris, tell me when you are able. Sprinkle some metal shavings like confetti. Yeah, Finch and Osiris would get on, I think, as well. Yeah, Finch needs to meet everyone. We need to get Finch to the tower for a party. And then Ophiuchus and Ikora. Ophiuchus was silent for some time after he had finished scanning the second report. Ikora didn't press, choosing instead to stare down at Osiris's empty cup and the cushion where he'd sat. He sat on a cushion. Love Finch despite incorrect Osiris quotes at him. It strikes me as ironic, Ophiuchus said finally, that the problem caused by Sagira's absence is one she would have been perfectly suited to solve. Yeah, that is the problem. That is absolutely the problem. Ikora's mouth curved, a complication of emotion in the bare shape of amusement. Paradoxical irony, yes. She fiddled with the audio recorder, marking it as sealed, no further changes. I still wonder at his reaction to Imaru and our method of preventing Sabath's resurrection. Ophiuchus drifted over the low table and around the empty tea things. His shell plates moved in a ripple of discrete sections, suggesting a shrug. Aww. Is it Finch? Yeah, I think Finch only knows Osiris about that from that, yeah. Ghosts, yeah, are perfectly matched to help with the Guardian's weaknesses. Yeah, Finch. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Osiris has been around for a very long time, so. So Fugus shrugged. It sounded like fear to me. Quiet fear, perhaps, but fear all the same. I have rarely known Osiris to be truly afraid of anything, Ikora admitted. Once more, she felt as though she stood on unstable ground. And now, after over a year in Savathun's possession, Ophiuchus pressed, Ikora found she did not have the stomach to finish the thought, and so she let it pass by into that twilight where things fade that were known but never spoken. Hmm. On fish. Where is the button? Oh, it's over here. Emotional support fish, yeah. And emotional support cat. Stretchy Maxi. Yeah, Sagira was very much his emotional translator. God damn it. Third, debriefing with Osiris. Contextual notes. A week since the last debriefing, Osiris seems in better spirits today. Perhaps there had been more time to pack troubling things away. Perhaps having Sagira's shell in hand, he was secure in knowing the worst blow had already fallen. Stop talking about Sagira's shell. There was one point in the conversation where he fell into self-reflection, murmuring. He did not look at me, and his voice was not steady. Somewhere deep in memory, perhaps, whether it was his own or Savathun's. For the most part, he was coherent, himself, but here I wondered again if it was safe to let him back into the field, or if I could, in truth, forbid him. Listen, you're not letting him back into the field because he will get himself killed. I am very upset about these frown emoji, smiling emoji. Yeah, you can't stop him. Transcript of conversation. Osiris, I see you've changed teas again, Ikora. And I saw the face you made at the chamomile. Osiris, you might have chosen a better blend last time. Ikora, I can brew that instead, if you'd rather. Ikora, no, Osiris, you had more questions, didn't you? Ask already. Ikora, yes, I want to know about what you remember from last year. Anything could be important, and you implied... Osiris, I remember what I implied. I remember she kept some sort of a connection to me, to rely on my experiences and memories, you see. Most of the time, I was delirious and lost in darkness. Very occasionally, I caught glimpses. Yeah, we've seen. Unfortunately. Look, not possessed, yeah. Ikora, glimpses? Osiris, yes, of her thoughts or feelings. Knowledge that surely would compromise a god of secrets. So it cannot have been intended. Something must have gone awry in her plans, and would account for the scattered nature of that which I recall. Yeah, it was pretty unstable. Yeah, we sure did see. Yeah, I remember harassing Saint. Oh my god, she was so evil for that. Ikora. There are any number of things it could be attributed to. The influence of darkness, the Nezarec relics, the intrusion of Ziwa-Arat's forces during the ritual might have disrupted Savathun's influence, or perhaps her death and resurrection might have had some effect on you. Osiris, Debating the reason does not interest me. The data does. We have thought Neptune to be a dead end. A hope that was never realized, but she knew something about it, or perhaps something on it, which brought her power. Some deception or hidden truth. Some bluff that she had held uncalled against the witness and its disciples. Savathun did, in fact, deceive the witness. With Neptune? Uh, Finn is quoting the worst lore tab ever, Wolf Don't Draw. Osiris sips tea. Though my senses were darkened, that much was clear through the murk of her throne world. There was a secret she kept veiled, even to the last. Osiris sighs. I do not fully understand what I saw, and for a human to understand a hive mind. How many legends of Catabasis do we have, Ikora? Ikora, we currently have dozens of stories about descending into the realms of the dead, though research has indicated many more must have existed, lost in the layers of human history we will never lay eyes on. Mathematically, there were likely hundreds. Ikora pauses. Inanna and Dumuzid and Geshtinana, Orpheus and Eurydice, Izanagi and Izanami, to name a few. Gods and goddesses, mortal and immortal lovers, always seeking to descend and return with the lost. Osiris, and neither the lost nor those who search for them will ever return the same. Ikora, is that how you think of yourself? Osiris scoffs. Do I sound that dire? All guardians, all lightbearers have done as much, but others, well, I wonder, do our former enemies have similar stories? Ikora, what exactly are you getting at? Osiris, frequently the underworld or those realms beyond mortal existence possess wisdom that living do not. What then is knowledge from a dead hive god vested in deception? Long pause. He's trying really hard. Ikora, so Neptune and secrets. Osiris, Inanna. Ikora, what is it? Osiris, a thought, an echo of one. The return from the underworld, and Inanna cast off her veil. It makes sense. I did not understand when I first felt clutching whispers. Carrying wisdom away from Kerr when she strode into the sunlight again. Osiris murmuring, self-directed, see initial notes. That's when he kind of trails off. What is... He's having... He's having visions again. Yeah, Ishtar, yeah. Interesting. Osiris, focusing, clears throat. Ikora, the witness. I do not say this lightly, but it made her wary. Not in the way that she might have been of guardians who storm blazing into battle with power and conviction and no restraints. I still feel it. Her concern, though I can give you no proof, and concern is exactly the type of thing she would lay contingency plans for. Old man moment. Yeah, she was indeed concerned about the witness. Like, very much so, which is why I think we need to wake her up. Because she can help us. She can tell us what it is. Now Ophiuchus and Ikora. Yeah, underworld metaphors, yeah. Yeah. In Vex systems and in Presage. Interesting. I would never have thought there was anything that could scare a hive queen. It's worrying. Of course it's worrying. He as much as said Savathun was scared of the witness. Ikora and Ophiuchus did not look at each other. The shared feeling resonated in the gap between them, tremulously tangible. And if he had that close of a connection, Savathun could have left one of those contingency plans in him. Ophiuchus said finally. We both want to trust him, but there's no guarantee that Neptune is anything other than a trap. Well, now we know that it isn't. Ikora linked her hands behind her back, squaring her shoulders. If we assume Osiris stole the knowledge unwitnessed, then it is a treasure, a secret that may bring us some useful scraps. If we assume she gave that knowledge to him as bait, then we still know Savathun had some interest there, if not an outright presence. But why Neptune? Guardians have been there before and found nothing. Interesting word, presence. In Neptune, you know, like the raid, a haunting presence. Did she leave something there? I think Savathun left something in Neptune. And that's what we're doing for the raid. Ophiuchus word emphatically with a thinking processing noise. Did we steal Osiris back, or was he given to plant the seed of a trap on Neptune? No, he was given. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. With all the efforts we went to, Ikora shook her head, and yet mounting a guard makes that which is guarded seem even more valuable. That, too, might have been a ploy. Then we are right back where we started. Ophiuchus swung back and forth in the air for a few moments. He's such a little guy. Yeah, Osiris is planting seeds again. He still didn't tell anyone that he planted the seed. Osiris, can you, like, call your bestie? Can he talk to Eris? In the tale of Inanna's descent into the underworld, I feel like I'm having the beginning of a thought, but I can't quite articulate it. I'll have to check it again later, because, like, I know the myth, but, like, probably when you reread, like, you can make some connections that they wanted you to make, like, in context of what he's saying specifically. Yeah, I love it as well when they describe ghosts like that. Fourth, debriefing with Osiris. Contextual notes. This was not my finest moment. Osiris. What? No tea this time? Ikora. Osiris. Osiris. The look on your face does not reassure. Ikora. Pauses. Clunk of teapot. Are you alright? Osiris. Of course not. You might ask a more sensible question. Okay. Ikora. Fine. Then let me start by saying you are exceedingly capable at the best of times, and more to the point, well versed in holding together throughout the impossible. So I must ask, are you and Saint harmonious? Osiris. It is fine. Pauses. Osiris, perhaps fine is inadequate. We have talked. We continue to talk. His was the first face I saw when I woke, and for that I am glad. Is that what the kids are calling it this day? No, I can't do this. I can't. They're gonna stop winning in a moment. Oh my god. Ikora, good. When she was wearing your face, Savathun was distant with everyone to an extent. We took it at the time for withdrawal ascribable to grief. Saint mentioned he had tried to reach out with limited success. Osiris. I remember seeing him through her eyes. I tried to call out, but he was distant. Perhaps it's for the best. I cannot recall more. Yeah, because she was teasing him. Osiris pauses, recovering himself. A brief shadow. Physiological sign of stress. Teacup rattling. Rhythm. Medic. Innocuous. He shook his... He shook his hand, and like a brief shadow. Stop talking about shadows. That's the thing with him since he's been... Yeah, he's shaky. Ikora. Osiris. What you're experiencing is normal. Osiris scoffs. You speak with many who return lightless from hive captivity, do you? Ikora. What I mean is that whatever you are pressing down, and I think I know you well enough to know that there is more than I have seen, it is normal to feel and not a personal failing, nor does it make you less of yourself. Osiris. Am I to understand that this uselessness is something you expect? What? Osiris, please. Please. Ikora. You are still Osiris. Osiris. Not to be allowed to fade into obscurity as a dour old man. Ikora. Is that what you want? I certainly don't think it applies. Osiris, I do not think I have ever truly felt my age before. It is disconcerting. Ikora, will you send agents to Neptune to look? No, Ezra, please. I can't. I can't. Ikora, many are still deployed, but yes, as soon as I can justify the resources. Osiris, Ikora, it isn't that I don't believe you. Osiris, I did not say you didn't. Ikora, if you remember anything else in the meantime. Osiris, of course, anything to help you justify the resources. Are you for real? Are you actually for real? It's really interesting that when they were discussing Sagira, it did not go this bad. But when they started discussing Saint, it very much did. Yeah, I need to play 3 Spires again, so I can cry even more now. Like, the whole thing with Saint went so much worse than it did with Sagira. I guess because, like, with Sagira it's done. Like, she died and that's it. But with Saint, it's like... yeah. And now... Ikora and her little man. Is, yikes, that didn't go well, better or worse than I told you so? Ikora gave Ophiuchus a firm, meaningful stare, but it was lost on him as he was otherwise occupied with the records. Neither is required, she said. In any case, none of our telemetry has ever returned anything helpful regarding Neptune. Whatever Golden Age plans were made for the planet, they never reached fruition. Someplace so innocuous would be the perfect place to hide something, wouldn't it? Ophiuchus had a sort of innocent pointedness about his tone. It's almost too innocuous. So little interesting telemetry. You didn't seem convinced Neptune might be anything but a trap last time we spoke about it. What changed? Your opinion, Ophiuchus said promptly. Among the rest of the data, there's one other strangeness I wanted to draw your attention to. Only one? Amusement colored his tone. I went back over the transcripts, specifically Osiris's reference to Inanna. I did a little research, and per the stories I have, Inanna never left the underworld of her own recognizance. Her life was taken back by the other gods. Well, he wasn't entirely wrong either. It was just strange. Interesting, because that's how we took him back. I think it was about Saint. I think it was about... Yeah, he doesn't like thinking about himself and how others perceive him, especially those that are close to him. Ikora tilted her head slightly, eyes unfocused with the distance of thought. I don't know how much the details matter, she said slowly, but it interests me that he fixed on Inanna after I mentioned her. I doubt ancient Earth myths are the practical highest priority right now for him, or any of us. All true, Ophiuchus said, and fell silent. The ghost's doubt remained tangible, braided alongside Ikora's. I am so glad that Ikora and Ophiuchus are speaking again, after not speaking for 57 years. It's really good. Yeah, he'll be comparing himself to what Saint can do. Yeah, and also, like, how Saint will see him now, like, as being in need of, like, protection and, like, assistance. Yeah. And now conclusions about Osiris. Okay. I've been over the logs of our conversation several times and still can't come to a solid conclusion on the correct course of action. Osiris acts like any person might when struck with incalculable grief and trauma, sometimes himself and other times distant, sometimes reserved and then inclined to argue just as quickly. He is self-aware, at least, but in my experience, the self-aware often grow frustrated quickly if they are unable to resolve that which they are struggling against. He no longer has light, nor a companion to pull him from danger and temper his most reckless instincts. Stop. This alone would make him a danger to himself, if not others, in the field. It is still unclear if he is fully free from Savathun's influence, and the question of Neptune remains outstanding. I have not yet received the word from the hidden sent to sweep the most apparent locations. Clearing Osiris for fieldwork carries its own risks. Besides those enumerated above, public perception that he is fully trusted and approved may cause backlash, foolishness, or both. Will he chafe so much at being restricted that he will simply go on his own? If that's the case, it would be better to sanction his movements, if only so that he does not waste time concealing his presence from the vanguard. Ophiuchus has not been able to argue around a firmly reasoned position. It seems we are both stricken by doubt. We can little stand to lose Osiris's knowledge, and I would hate to lose his friendship. Wah. I suspect, in the end, there will be little choice but to permit Osiris's free movement. That being said, delaying such a decision as long as possible, to give him time to heal, to give us time to search, may be the best of several imperfect options. I am still worried. I think these are some numbers. I think those were for the free emblems. Also, here it says, I don't see if I can see that, include headers, and then says no. Yeah, oh, for the RG. So there will be more. There will be more text, as always is with the... I wonder if they'll be... because every RG always features like a puzzle, and then we uncover more text for the collector's edition. That'll be interesting. We have been successfully destroyed emotionally by this book. There is also a... yeah, it's like... it's a circle, and also Osiris's face is on there as well. He's in the Traveler. He is the speaker. I'm so not ready for Osiris to go to Neptune. Yeah. Yeah, this kind of explains, like, why is he there in the trailer. Oh, when Ikora gave Osiris... yeah, we were in shambles. It was like, I can't. And Finn was just like, I'm so glad I'm not the one who has to read this. Yeah, for Saint's sake. Okay. That's one. Shambles, yeah. The shambles were real. Number 2. Number 2. Yeah, this is prior to the Spire. Yeah. This is like, this is like at the beginning when he was just back. Like as soon as he woke up, they had the briefings. They had the briefings. And I would assume there were like more after, but like these were like the beginnings. And then I guess they first let him do the Spire. I mean, he wanted to go alone. Yeah, Hour to the Raid. Yeah, we can speedrun whatever curse content is in this place. Yeah, that's probably the convo that he was referring to when he said that he needs Ikora to trust him. Kydal. Inside of the Kydal book, which is the same as it's really nice stationery. I really like the stationery. The Vanguard is poppin'. The Vanguard is poppin'. L. That's what we're about to experience reading about Callus. That's the emblem, yeah. I would assume, because there are other little... You have no idea? Really? Oh no. Literally, I have not even started and I'm already cursed. What? Okay. Okay. The first 2 sentences. I'm sorry. I am 3. My father is pregnant again. I mean, we knew. It's just really... You know, it's different when you're being told directly. Trigger warning for birth trauma, drunken behavior, and discussion of suicide. Okay, thank you. That is, wow. That's a lot. But, like, then... That means that Kyle would have siblings. The woman standing guard over his brood bower is not my mother. My father invites me to visit him while he nurses her young, but I am afraid to pass her. Her tusks are huge. Ah, huge. She greets me kindly and gives me a scraping stick to scratch my father's hide. I do not understand where my mother has gone. In the stories, I don't know how to pronounce this. Akhtja tells me mates stay together their whole lives, but Akhtja is a scion. Maybe there are things about mates that scions do not know. Yeah, baby Cuddle. I think that's baby Cuddle. Yeah, she 3. She's only 3 and she's already poppin'. I go in the bower. I ask my father if my mother is dead. He draws me close. He asks me to sing to my new sibling. Siblings. Multiple. His belly is soft and strong, fat with the brood pouches where the babies grow. I watch one climb to find his teat. Why are we learning about Callus's boobs? Like, I love the alien biology. It's just, it's Callus. I can't. I know that mother and father mate, that mother gestates the young and delivers them to the father's pouches, that father broods them until they are weaned. Okay, so mother gestates the young and then delivers them to the pouch. Callus is big natural. No, this is Seth. Seth Dickinson wrote this. Brooks confirmed it on Twitter because someone asked him specifically, like who wrote about Callus's boobs, and Brooks said it was Seth. Yeah. Akhtja taught me how the mother must stand guard while he's sessile and vulnerable. She must keep the other females away from him, lest he discard her offspring and take on the brood of another female. That's what we found out in that lore. From the there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Yeah, that's the initial lore that we knew. What? There's gonna be more about. Oh god! I can't. This is so cursed. I ask my father if that is really true. Can a father choose to forsake his children? Of course, my father says. That's how you know that I love you. I could have turned you out of me, and I did not. He tickles me. I laugh. He is so fucking weird. With Keitel. Oh, you didn't know? Brooks talked about it? Jesus Christ. We just started. This was like the first sentence. He's like... Okay. He's so awful, yeah. But, like, what happened to her siblings then? Did he, like, sell them? Kill them? Like, what did he do with Keitel's siblings? And also, what did he do with her mother? Keep reading? Oh, Lord. I am centuries old. I am beating an assassin to death. Okay. Girl boss. Their helmet splinters in my fists. Their taunt rings in my sinuses. You are a child in a general's costume. None of the vision of your father. None of the drive or strength of the one they call Dominus. You will not be remembered. Ha! My father put those words in the assassin's mouth. He put the blade in the assassin's hands. I have been stabbed in the ribcage, but the ribs of the Cabal are a closed vault. We evolved to face our enemy. I have been shot in the arm, but I wear armor even in private. I have been shot in the hand, but I have another to make a fist. I break the assassin's skull as I broke my father's heart. I send the enacted blade back to him, as he will one day send it back to me. Is this the Heart Shadow? I think that's a Heart Shadow. Or at least, I think I remember that it's the same material. And the Heart Shadow says that he kept sending the Heart Shadow to her through assassins. Yeah. Just girly things. So true. Okay. I am 3. Something has gone wrong between the woman and my father. I slide on my greased belly through palace halls, pretending I am a whale kayak. Guards smile at me and I smile back, but I keep my ear pressed to the floor. She is. Oh my god, she's crawling like a baby. She's. Wow. She's playing like she's a whale. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nearby, the woman bellows in his chambers. She says he has not kept his political promises to the ex-praetorate families that approved their match. He is so wounded, he says. Doesn't his... He is so wounded, he says. Doesn't his luscious body delight her? Doesn't the right to fill his pouches with her young bring her joy? She says she is not a sexist, and this is not the era of lead. She worries about policy and external security, not his lusciousness. He complains that she does not make him happy. She says there is more to life than happiness. He disagrees. She calls him weak. He calls her a curse and a killer. She roars and strikes him. I gasp into the floor. It is the first time I have ever heard my father in pain. The guards stand very still. Then there is a terrible sound. I am too young to understand it as the sound of a father opening his brood pouches. Oh, I see. Okay. Hi, Raph. I am experiencing so many agonies right now. The sound of a father opening his brood pouches. I do not want them anymore, my father, the emperor, says quite softly. If you cannot love me, then how could they? You can find another male with open pouches, some barracks beau, but be sure I never know him. I will never have my byblows. The large-tusked woman screams in rage. She stampedes out, past the guards, past me. Her hands are full of little things. Yeah, Seth wrote this, yeah. He just shoved the kids away because if the woman doesn't love him, then they can't. But, like, they are kids. He is the worst human being. Not even a human. He is the worst being in the world. What the fuck? Milo? I mean, at least they can, like... They're not dead, but, like, you know... My god. What is his problem? Yeah, he is, like, extremely abusive shit. Like, Jesus Christ. Also, like, the woman just, like, wanted to talk about policies with him because, like, he's an emperor. He's supposed to care for the people that he's leading. Yeah. And he was like, no, let's not worry about that. Let's talk about my lusciousness. Yeah. It's such a good... Yeah, it literally is, like, extreme. Yeah, also how he phrases shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, my god. Ugh. I am 35 years old. I have just returned to the palace from my first deployment on the cruiser Adil Tlolol, showing our banner in the Sindhu marches. The Sindhu are one of the species that has been destroyed utterly by Callus. And then, like, kind of integrated into the Empire, but not really, because he had a Sindhu shadow. Yeah, you caused this, you don't appreciate... Yeah. That's the typical abuser, like, tactic. I saw no action, I feel like a fraud. The sheltered Princess Imperial who never left the rails of her father's brood pouch. He has demanded that the Advocate General promote me to a staff position back home. She has refused. Advocate General is Umun Arath. In a tantrum, Father throws a tremendous celebration to commemorate my return. The streets of Torobatl run pulpy with trampled fruit. The skies rain cloud fries. The skies rain cloud fries stunned by fireworks. I escape my attendants and stand in a corner of the palace ballroom, drinking pollen water and pretending I am back in my fighter. Your name is a prayer for war, the Advocate General says. Hi, Umunarath, who has already been corrupted by the hive. I snap to attention. She laughs at me and offers a small harpoon of canapes and a cocktail with a middling-sized shrub. I decline and she tusks. You should enjoy yourself. It's your party, although we both know it's his party. My father named me for a star, I say. Nothing to do with war. Yeah. Cloudfishes? Oh yeah, they have cloudfishes. Nothing to do with war. Yes, but the star Keitel was named for a myth. Not an old homeworld myth either. A myth from the Age of Sails, when we conquered the stars. Surely you know it, assuming that you've been briefed on the Oxa. Yeah, that's from, yeah, he mentions that in Duality. I named you after the brightest star in our sky. Oxa? Yeah, Oxa, yeah. Surely you know it, assuming you've been briefed on the Oxa. The Odil Xenotaph, an archive. Sometimes Oxta, depending on how you construct the acronym. The alien oracle that led us to the graves of Ark. I am experiencing category 1 billion alien lore moment right now. Oh my god. The Odil Xenotaph archive. Sometimes Oxta. The alien oracle that led us to the graves of Ark with double A. So it's not... Yeah, it's... yeah. Okay. Must be wary now. Oxa is a Scion myth, and the Scions are a sensitive topic. My father wants to free them from bondage. It claimed to record the story of the galaxy and to prophesize what may yet come. I mean, technically, it is not wrong. They made words difficult for you specifically. Yeah. A black box for galactic civilizations, if you prefer it in pilot's terms. The Advocate General nods to the pin on my right pauldron. I am conscious of my shaved down tusks, of the source left by the fighter's interface. Oh, they can shave tusks. Yeah, interesting. The doomed and the damned left the record of their downfall in the Oxa. Your star got its name from the oldest myths in that archive. And when your mother told your father that story, the star became your name. A prayer that all will go as it must. And the way it must go is struggle. Ayat. Not a word in Ulurant or any other Cabal tongue, but Keitel means something else. Yes, it must not always go as it needs to go. A good name for a soldier. A strange name for a daughter, I say. Your father chose it for your mother's sake, out of love. Really? Yeah, so like... But he does say that it's a star that they can see in the sky. Like, it's the brightest star in their sky. Interesting. I'm thinking... Yeah, I don't think Callus knows. I remain at attention. I do not look at her, so she's dead. The Advocate General looks sharply at me. I can tell by the motion of her cocktail shrub in the edge of my vision. He never told you. No. Well, she sounds genuinely shocked, then. It's not my place. Advocate General, a junior pilot should not address her senior officer so directly, but we are in the palace and I am the Princess Imperial. What does your name mean? Ah, ha ha ha. She grins. Her tusks are huge. My parents were soldiers. Soldiers know mythology too. The Advocate General is Umun Arath. So, Yeah, she was already. So her parents already were already influenced. That's very interesting. God. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maxi. She is EP. Look at her. She's so EP. Yeah, Doom from the start, pretty much. I also wonder, like, if this thing with the star means that the fundament is not that far away from a Torah battle. If they were like so close to be able to see the star and like know these myths so closely for so long, because if Umun's parents and like they live hundreds of years, business. Also, Oxa is interesting, because it has information about the past civilizations and stuff. But for how long? Does it predate the fundament? Does it predate Lubre? Interesting. It seems like that the data on the hive was in Oxa. Yeah, most likely. So they would have read about the fundament in the Oxa, and then they got corrupted through it. Interesting. Yeah, they had stuff like Ayat. Yeah, because that's really, really intriguing. And I say fundament because, like, obviously, if it has information about the whole galaxy and like all the other civilizations, they would have information about how it ended, rather. Also interesting that it says galaxy. Only one? I would think that, given how long things have gone around, that this is multiple galaxies. At the very least, they share a galaxy with species that was conquered by the Hive. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Agreed. I am 7 years old. We are at we are at the Brunth bloodbath, watching the games. Gladiators strive atop live whales, drowning in a sea of wine. Ooh. The defending champion, Ulrunth, pilots the whale named Denouncer from a cage of iron. Afterwards, we will see the whale surrender down, their blubber turn to candles, their hearts and sweetbread auctioned off. Baby time? Yeah. So gladiators ride whales. It's like a chariot racing. My father explains to me how the right of proving predates all written Cabal history, how it was illustrated in the deep caves, where ancient females scrap the rocks with their tusks to make the first art. Interesting. Yeah, they have iron, yeah. Interesting. How big are these cages? Because whales are pretty big. The challenging gladiator's name is Gaul, but it's spelled a little bit differently than our Gaul. It's like Gaul. Yeah, the right of proving is really, really ancient. He is an outcast, as low as a slave, but he is mighty. My father admires him. I was a slave once, he tells me. He only speaks so openly when we are alone together, as if he's talking to himself. I was utterly under the control of the praetorate. I was prince designate, and it was my job to promise a brighter future while they made their miserable progress. The empress before me was so old that her whole body was turning to bone. Oh my god. That's what happens to us, if we live too long. In ancient days, those who ossified would be honored as statues and carried about the herdlands to share their final wisdom. What the hell is happening here? yeah, Cass. Yeah, pretty much. I was a slave once. Yeah, I was wealthy and well fed and lived in the palace, but it sucked, so my god. Wonder if the right of proving is Zevo original, or I mean, It could be that they were influenced. Who knows? Also, really, really fucking good. Also, I mean, it's sort of implied that like if they can get too old and turn to bone, and they are turned into statues, and they're carried around to share their final wisdom, like, are they also able to speak from bone? Very interesting. I think whatever happens to Callus, we have to destroy, atomize the bone. Just leave it. Just like destroy him. Throw it into the sun. Da. My mom brought me cake. And if you saw her, you know you didn't. She asked, "Is this on camera?" And I said yes, and she immediately fled. Isn't Kelgorath risen from bones? Yes, he is. Mal said also, I think it's more as they're dying, they can share their final wisdom before they die. Yeah, that seems more likely. Glycan's captain logs does state that Callus is pretty much immobile. Yeah. So, and I think this is really good for alien stuff. Also very cursed, but but it's I have to stress that it's only cursed because it's Callus. Like, that is the only reason. Oh my god, look at her. That is the only reason why I'm like, hive words exist in Olorand, but don't origin from them. Yeah. Her ruling days were coming to a close, but the Praetorate, those canny slave mongers, they wanted her to remain on the throne so they could avoid the chaos of succession. They put her on a ship modeled after a land whale. Its mouth was a scoop, so it would never have to stop to refuel. They accelerated it to the edge of light and flew it in an endless procession around our worlds, so that the Empress, fossilized in slow time, would never die. So that I would never assume the throne. So that's just like something they do. It's not something that they did to Callus, they just do that. I theorized that Callus was taking in the Lightfall Trail means that it helped conserve. Yeah, very possible. Yeah, it's very possible. What happened to the old Empress, I ask. Oh, she took her own life, I think. Who could go on living that way? Is that what happened to my mother? Patient makes his move, leaps between whales, hurls Ulrund off the top of her whale's control cage. She plunges 16 meters and vanishes into the announcer's navel. The crowd roars. By Acrius, the announcer screams. She is into the haft. She is stuck in the whale's belly button. He has killed her. He has won the bell. My jubilant father leaves me in his box and goes down to meet this goal. I envy the gladiator who consumes my father's attention. I resolve to meet him myself. Yeah. Much later in my life, I will learn that the females who carved the first art in those caves were scraping lithium from the rocks. It was a folk remedy for dark moods. Very cool and very interesting. That Callus didn't make the no, he didn't. He was they put him on the ship. Obviously, he remodeled it from the inside, but the ship itself was made by the people that put him in there, and they also locked the controls so that it would just keep going. But obviously, when he reached the darkness, it helped him move elsewhere. Yeah, probably because he's ossifying. Jesus. Yeah, he is really old. I want to eat the cake. It's a really good cake. I'm 38 years old. I drown in the cockpit of my ship. Pressure gel surrounds and fills me. Tiny implanted pumps circulate the gel through my lungs and sinuses, through all the empty spaces of my body, so that I am one continuous, so that I'm one contiguous, equally dense mass without difference inside of me, so that there are no weak places which can break and crush. For the first time, I truly understand the Advocate General and the reason she fears my father's reforms. They create differences. Differences can be points of failure. My fighter accelerates at 30 felt gravities, Jesus, down through the shrieking ionosphere of a gas giant, across the face of the storms below. The Sindhu escadrille flees from Adil Tlowell, and I pursue. It is the cruiser's job to run the marathon, and the fighter's job to make the final sprint to interception. Our harrowers are not the nimble Sindhu fighters. Ours are heavy missile sleds built for our tough anatomies and roaring engines, booming ahead of the cruisers to release their payloads. It is risky. Chase your prey too far before weapons release, and you will be stranded on an unavoidable intercept vector, damned by kinematics to plunge through the Sindhu formation, clawing out with guns and CIWS, trying to survive your suicidal plummet through foes blooded by your missile strike. So the Sindhu had a gas giant. Live review of the cake. Live review of the cake is like 10 out of 10. Yeah, obsessed with warfare because they have been only fighting Ziwarath. Yeah, she literally, literally when she arrived to Torah Battle, she said, "You've been." Well, Taft would know the exact quote, but like she basically says, "You've been like tidying me for so long. I've come to collect." Cass sets the controls to fly into a star. Oh no, our beloved Emperor. Anyway. Under the strain, my wingman's aorta shears off his heart. Jesus. I am stronger. I wait, crushed by the acceleration of my own ship's haste, until my missile signal there in 90% bracket. I fire. The Sindhu answer with jamming, with decoys, with interceptors, with the final close-in fire of their guns. They answer well. 6 little pinpricks of white light, 6 kills. Another 3 survive. 3 against 1. And no Delta V left to maneuver. I am doomed. I go in grim and laughing. The Adel Law recovers me 2 days later. I spill exhausted from the drain-out cockpit into the arms of waiting medics. They try to hustle me to the emergency baths. I band them away. I rise to my feet. I roar to the gathered deck crew. All 9, all mine. And they roar with me. Not adulation for the Princess Imperial, but love for the new ace. She was an ace fighter. She is so cool. Keitel is like the girl boss. Yeah. Oops. Ishtar. Categories. Empress. I think this is where she says it. Yeah, for as long as you have worshipped war, you worship me. I am here to claim my tribute. It is overdue. That's what she told him. That's what Ziwa told him when she invaded. She was like, "Yeah, you've been doing this for me for a very long time, and I came here to collect." It's really cool. It's Tuft's favorite line. Oh no! Finn! Our fave is back. Wait. I am 35. It is later that same night of my homecoming. Moly says my father has just finished his 5th tub of pulque and unbuttoned his imperial raiment. In the days of the Praetorate, public intoxication carried the death penalty. Jesus. Deep self, yeah. Now my father dances among the miniature fleets, overturning 2-meter models of doomsday weapons the legions wish to build. He plays invisible drums with his hands, stomps his feet, and does the horns with his mouth. Babu, he roars. He's I'm not gonna mimic Callus roaring, Come on, damn you, will you not join in? Make a wonderful noise. Ba, boo, ba, boo. Stomp with me. Your Imperial Majesty, Molly says, laughing brightly, looking furtively between my father and the icy Evaka General. Arath has requested that we take a quiet moment to honor those soldiers far from the homeworld. Well, damn you, Umun, my father says cheerfully. I know what you're about. You want to drag your dour dolorous diligence into my house of joy. You want us to remember it's you who makes it all happen. Your legions and your fleets. The Praetorate may be gone, but the Cabal is still a fighting empire. Grim with the knowledge that all who came before us were swept away by the Dark Flood. And everyone who's not fighting on your front is a scavenger. Dead weight, is that right? Your Imperial Majesty, the Evocate General says neutrally. I thought only of tradition. Oh, tradition, is it? Praetorate tradition? Like your blood etching and your provings? Damn tradition. Tradition is how the old force the young to reenact their miseries. I mean, technically, he's not wrong about that. Polk means that cacti exist? Molly won me a trials match. Yeah, he's technically right, yeah. But, you know, it's callous. Like, it's not like he has any better ideas. My father picks up a giant forked warship and looks through its central aperture at Arath. Damn you. Can't you feel anything? Can't you live, Umun? I see how you prey on my daughter, you know. He snaps his jaw shut, so suddenly there is a little thunder. Your daughter seems to me a fine pilot, Arath says. Oh, she seems fine to you, does she? My father's face bulges through the sun-devouring maw of a wooden prototype. Huh. A sun-devouring maw of a wooden prototype. That would be the Almighty, would it not? The actual warship will dampen gravity with a lambda smoothing effect so that its target star cannot hold itself together against the blast of its own heart. She meets with your approval. Then why, Umun, do you haunt her? Why do you steal her from me and send her away to die in some crushing chasm of a gas giant, shattered by Sindhu missiles, compressed by the depths, by the deep, where the worms lurk? Interesting. Very interesting. A gas giant where the worms lurk? In the deep? Yeah, he's right, but in a wrong way. Worms! By the deep, where the worms lurk. Isn't that what you say, Umun? Oh, isn't that what you say, Umun? In the heart of every gas giant, there is an abomination waiting to hatch. So why have you convinced my own daughter, my own flesh? Everyone is absolutely silent, absolutely still. To go play in the grave womb of the worms, instead of being happy here on the homeworld in Torobattle, where she could share my joy. He is so pissed off that he does not possess Keitel. Didn't know about the hive already, yeah. Yeah. Also, it's very interesting that he said that in the heart of every gas giant, there is an abomination waiting to hatch. This is fueling my theory that the raid is happening inside of Neptune, where there is a presence. Remember that. I said that first. And that presence is not Nezarec. Yeah. I should not speak, but I do. Father, I had a duty to the people to serve. Duty. He hurls the model like an accusation. Moly ducks. Shayotet moves as if he will leap on it and cover it with his body like a bomb. What you had was a voice whispering in your ear, a poison in your tea, a pox in your blanket, the lie that everything is given value by its suffering and its strife. He is very anti-hive, which does not surprise me, but like he is very much like the suffering is not the way, which again, unfortunately, he is correct. Tell me the corpse from the moon isn't in Neptune? Yeah, he's a hedonist. Like, the hive way of living is like complete opposite of everything that he believes in. Everyone cowers before his shout, except Moon and me. I am shocked to find that I do not fear my father. I have listened to him cast off my siblings. I have known him to murder beasts I loved too well. But I am not afraid of him. This is what matters, he roars at Umun. Not your dire legions and their grinding progress. You only exist to allow this. This party, this is the whole point. Even the drums have stopped. Can any of you have any fun? He bellows. I have heard quieter alarms in the simulator when I fell into the dark hydrogen depths. Oh my god, yeah. We always hate Kylos for killing a puppy. Literally this. Nothing. He's irredeemable just for that. His Caligula, but for real, yeah. Can't any of you live? Am I the only one here who's not utterly deranged? The only reason we don't all kill ourselves is that we feel good. The only reason we do anything at all, even breathing, is that it feels nice. That's the only way the universe has ever found to make existence tolerable. The only reason to exist is that fickle little quiver of reward the brain gives us for eating, or drinking, or dancing, or working, or freeing our people from the bedamned praetorate, or loving our daughter. That's all that's worthwhile in life, stimulation of the three primary vagus nerves. And if our whole psyche weren't built on the need for that reward, what would we be? Hive? Vex? Nothing Cabal, I'll tell you, nothing Cabal. He flings his arm out to embrace us all. What's the point if we can't have fun? What other point could there be? He stares straight at me. He says, as if for my ears alone, I would have had 1,000 more young, if only I could have made you happy. Yeah, this is all in caps, by the way. I'm not gonna scream. This is like, he's losing it. He's just like, he's drunk and he's stomping around and he's screaming, like, at the top of his lungs. Yeah. Yeah, you willingly, yeah. He's just, he lost it completely. Mm-hmm. Again, I am centuries old. The Scion Meta Concert bridges my mind to the other conspirators. Otsot conducts us from her Oxa machine replica, but it is Gaul whose basso thoughts resound in me. He is the clean break we need, the clean break I need from the Praetorate and my father alike. The ghost Primus who will resurrect our empire. All I have to do is play my part. But on that day, unbidden, a memory comes to me. It's not mine. It is not Umunarath's, because she never lets a stray thought slip. It is Gaul's. His fierce, acquisitive psyche wanders from its place. I see my father weeping. I hear my father confessing. And then, Gaul, I felt nothing, nothing at all. It was as if all the grey stillness of my old ennui had flocked home from the days of the Praetorate and gathered in a murder above me, so that all the world's tastes and terrors were shut out by their wings. I was thronged by well-wishers, but I was alone, like grit at the center of the pearl. My consort tried with all her art and patience to rouse me, but I would not be roused. I was alone again, save for that one precious life now brooding in me. One out of all the lives we had tried to make. This one survivor, and I felt that if this daughter left me, if she went out of me and into the world, I would be nothing. Nothing. Utterly without sense or reason. When I gave birth to my daughter, my beautiful star, I felt the immovable pearl shatter around me, but ever since I have feared that it will close again, and this time I will have no way to break it. What I sense in Gaul's memory of this moment is contempt. Contempt for a man who had everything and threw it all away in pursuit of more sensation. For mere sensation. But what I feel, for the very first time in my life, is understanding. I understand my father. All at once, I understand him. So, like, yeah. Who is Otsot and what is Oxa? That are questions for another day, I suppose. For now, well done. And who was Son 12? Yeah, he's not complicated. But I guess this is like, he couldn't, like with Keitel's mother, they couldn't get a child. And the one that he managed to make was Keitel, and then he, and then he kind of Just go to therapy, my man. Like, just go to therapy. What the fuck is happening? Who is Amazon 12? Those are questions for another day, I suppose. Okay. Enough coding. Before we start coding, funneling into some kind of a crystal. I don't want any therapy. If Carlos went to a therapist, the therapist would need a therapist. Oh my god. Oh, we're close to the end. I am a few days older. I'm on my knees before my father, and I mean to confess it all. I will betray all the conspirators. I will reveal their motives. Otsot's warning against the chalice worshippers within, the Avoca General's wary eye on the enemy without, and the consul's longing for his blossom days when the people knew their place and he still had his manhood. What? Excuse me? What am I reading right now? The consul's longing for his blossom days when the people knew their place and he still had his manhood. But I've learned so much about these people's, like, body parts that I did not wish to know about. What? Yeah, I forgot about that completely. What the fuck? I am losing my mind. Ghost Primus Gaul's brave new world of martial discipline and full spectrum dominance. The Adel's fear for his own survival, the lictor's personal disgust, and my star, my father says. He is a round silk splendor on the throne. A world unto himself. He's... Actually, we're done. Actually, we're done. No. What? Okay. He is a round silk splendor on the throne, a world unto himself. His nipples are like dark poison fruit, bejeweled. I remember nothing of their taste. Good. I don't suppose you've come home for good. Father, I say, help me, fish. Help me. No, I can't make eye contact. My therapist is gonna have to hear about this. God, same. I'm gonna have to go to therapy over this. What is happening? Yeah. It was included because Seth wants us to suffer. And I mean, I don't blame him. Some of us should. No, what? Milo? Excuse me? Excuse me? What is going on? Why? Maxie is turning around. I'm blaming Brooks. Okay. Father, I say, I want to ask you something. He sips from a goblet, an overturned bell better than 5,000 years old. Of course. What did you want when you took the throne? Want, he beams at me. Now, you're asking the right questions. Not duty, but want. What I wanted, my star, was to make the world better for you. A piece of my heart wails to believe him. But I was not yet conceived. What did you want for yourself? Other than the chance to conceive you, my star? Well, he fishes around the edge of his throne, holds up something knobby and worn down. Very few Cabal will ever see this. It is the Imperial Trinket. An ancient bone retrieved from the debris of a once radiant black hole. Scholars tell me, Keitel, that eons ago a species lived around this deepness and built an engine to tap its polar jets. But something came upon them from the dark and killed them all. That's the harmony. Gift Master Kankara Bone. Bone! Okay. Almost. Alright. The squad when Bone Oh my god. They took that? They took that from the remains of like the blood. Oh god, that's so cool. I know the tale, one of Evoca General's proofs that we must become mightier yet to survive. Umunarat was like, certified bone woman, yeah. Love bones. Bones are so good. Of course you do. Now this bone is a predator. It feeds on the gap between what you have and what you want. Did you use it against the praetorate? Yes. And do you know what I found? That you could not, because you wanted nothing. I was lost, Kydal. Adrift in oh, that's actually interesting. If you want nothing, you can't use the Ahamkara bone. Because there's nothing to feed them. Really cool. Which is kind of makes sense. Also what my Titan does. When he's using his bone. I mean his Ahamkara bone. Not his never mind. I was lost, Kydal, adrift in fog, utterly unable to desire or need. All I could do was be. The bone was nothing to feed on if the wielder wants nothing. Ever since your birth reawakened me, Kydal, I have prized above all else the ability to want, the hunger to exist, as more than mere existence. That is what I want now, to feel, to be more than just a being. No, everyone, no. Bone moment part 2. Bone 2. Ow. My leg. Okay. What of my mother? Didn't you want her back? Oh, child. He looks into his wine, into his bone, and he begins to salivate with tears. This is how Cabal cry, passing the anguish from the brain to the bowel, for digestion and expiation. Are you for real? She had to care for me when I was but a husk of a man. I was selfish, I was cold, I broke too much between us, and I cannot bear to hear him stumble any closer to grief. And she left. And then you found someone else, I quickly finish. Yes. I tried to find someone more appropriate for my station. It didn't work, but at least I still had my daughter. He folds the bone away. He smiles tenderly at me. And what is a daughter except the wish to have something to love? He is so selfish. That is a being. You can't control some. Yeah? Yeah. He begins to salivate with tears. This is how Cabal cry, passing the anguish from the brain to the bowel for digestion and expiation. So, yeah, it's so fucking bad. So bad. I am exactly that old when I realized that my father, the Emperor Callus, is full of shit. This is what he's actually saying. They allowed Kydal to say shit. Now next is Ghost. Next is Ghost. We have to allow Ghost to say fuck. Or something else. I don't know, maybe shit. Yeah. Oh god, she goes off. The selfishness of it. The sheer calumny. To pretend that he did it all out of love for me. To insist that at the core of his festering psyche, there is one foundational trauma which explains him. I could not feel, so now I must feel everything. I could not want, so now I want. A creature of unbridled appetites. I could not love, so oh, my daughter loved me. I did it all because I was afraid to be sad. The notion that all this man's conquests and excesses could be explained by his deep fear of anhedonia is nothing but whale shit. Whale shit. It is bait he sets out for my heart. There will never be a moment when I understand my father. I already understand him. There will never be a final reconciliation. I am already reconciled. He is that he is. He was made by the Praetorate, and he made of it his empire. He made me, and now I must make something of myself. I already know my father. I know him because he has spent his whole life showing me who he is. The universe is not explained by the psychic terrain of the knowable few. The cosmos is not subject to the trite interior struggle to heal or self-actualize or escape some old wound. The Praetorate did not fall because it depressed my father, but because he undermined their political control of the legions. Gaul did not rise because of his burning will to conquer, but because he was the perfect plough for the revanchist consul and the militarist advocate general to throw their might behind. The Sindhu do not rebel because of their soaring need for freedom, but because we exploit their worlds for fusion fuel and antimatter. Otsot does not fear Scion emancipation because she loves slavery, but because her social class power depends on their moderating position between Cabal rulers and subject masses. True. True. She went off. She went off. They should have let Sagira say shit? Absolutely. Sagira should have been allowed to say any swear word whatsoever. And my father does not deserve to be overthrown because I am nothing to him except his wish for someone to love him more and more and more. He deserves to be overthrown because he is a bad emperor. Little plate rat. Jay? Jay will be banned. Next. So I am exactly that old when I close my mouth and say nothing at all of the coup to come. The weak wish for something to love them. They wish with the hunger of a whale to be loved, and their need grows in proportion to that hunger. The strong work to be worthy of love. I will not be weak. That is so good. That is really good. The strong work to be worthy of love. Interesting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, more and more and more. There's no end. I am as old as I have ever been when I record these memories. Oh no. Yeah, he just sucks as a ruler. Like, he's a really bad ruler. Toro battle is lost. Fallen not to the frontier threats Umanerat obsessed over, but to the dark gate of her own obsession. Gaul is gone, consumed by the god he sought to usurp. Adil Imoli, Moly, and Lictor Shiotet are dead, claimed by the same assassins Callus now sends for me. He even had his favorite tea seller murdered. Wow, he really is an asshole. Like, to the core. Callus is no longer my father. As I write this, I am playing a little game that my troops love. We draw up imaginary legions from rosters of real maniples and centuries. The performances of those units in reality determine the success of the imaginary legion. Is that they're playing a fantasy war? Maxing the move? Oh lord. Fantasy legions? Yeah, fantasy football. Oh my god. Maxi owned? Nice. Callus is a weenie and he needs to fall. Yeah, pretty much. I play this game under a private name. I play it very well, despite fierce competition. The legionaries joke that losing the home world was worth it just to shake up the game. Morale is high. Callus could not have played this game because he values nothing except himself. In the end, this selfishness will destroy him. He preaches of a contracting universe with himself at the center. A glorious tide of night that will reveal his grandeur as the final fixed axis of it all. The final shape. But the moment will come when he sees that he is not that pole, that he is off on the edge and the dark is rushing over him, and then he will be undone. Whether or not I am there to see it makes no difference. I have a people to lead. Just wanna... yeah, Otsot was not mentioned. Is dead. His little... yeah. Clovis and Callus could, like, really get along. And Keitel is, like, the girl boss. She won. She won here. She won. She has won. Yeah, I was thinking, we have one more book, but also we have raids. And it's been 3 hours almost. Oops. Clovis and Gal sitting in a tree kissing. Oh no, please no. I mean, I guess maybe they would be happy then. Clovis would be happy. Clovis would be happy because he doesn't have to interact with a woman. And Callus, I guess, would also be happy. Maybe we fix both of them. Elsie's book has got a lot of text actually. Interesting. Let's see the inside just. Polka. Yeah, Clovis isn't capable of love either. It'll make them worse. Put Clovis in one of his brood pouches. Oh my god. What the hell? Cass? What is happening? Yeah, it won't be a fast read. It'll probably take like at least half an hour to go through that. So we will maybe do that while the raid is ongoing. Wait, let me put these away because we're done with these. Put that here. In here. In my cubes. Yeah, every time we wipe, I read a chapter. Cubes, by the way. This is from the box. It was on the edges of the box. I can't make a good... Yeah. I might read the final book live. I might read just like on my own. But I think these two were peak content to read out loud. Cute. Yeah. And Maxie stayed the entire time. Wait. Oh my god, I just noticed. Just a second. You can move these. They move. They move. Little baby. Wee, wee. Skim, tell me if Ras lives. It doesn't say. Oh. Baby. This is literally just a baby. Wee. Let me believe. Yeah. I want to believe. I don't know if I want to... Hi, Tuft. Yeah. Actually mention Harmony. So good. Actually mention Harmony. And a lot of Hive stuff, actually. Including the whole thing with Ayat. Yeah. It's really good. I'm not sure if Elsie's is probably just like a lot of information. Probably not cursed, and probably not like emotional as Osiris's. So we can 2 minutes and then I'll be okay. All right. Well, if you want to watch us we'll do 3 vows because I really like vow. It's emotional. Oh no. Well, I might be reading it during... I'm sure they're all wrong. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. I need to. I'll do my best. Yeah, it's been so long since we've done vow, and now we're doing 3 of them. Absolutely. Really sad cat. We are also maybe doing the 3 vows tomorrow again, because there were a lot of people who wanted to do it, but couldn't sign in time. So if you want to, very cold, maybe tomorrow, Milo, if we're doing it again tomorrow, hopefully. Also, we'll need one person later when Ezra leaves. So we'll need one of you guys to join in, please. No, no. Maybe you can join for one today after Ezra leaves. Maybe. Perhaps. You are welcome. Either way, I have to remove cubes, or I can't use my keyboard. But yeah, we'll do raids. So if anyone wants to watch that as well, feel free. I'll probably put another stream though, and maybe I will sneakily read Elsie's book. Also, a goodbye to Maxi. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah? Yeah? Come here. Come here. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. That is a really big meow. Oh my god. Okay. I'll read it out loud. What are you looking? Oh, she wants the polka. She wants the polka. Yeah? Mother, why? She has to be removed anyway because she has to go eat. No thoughts. No thoughts. Yeah? No thoughts? Are there any thoughts in your head? Maxi? No thoughts. You want polka? Okay. Yeah. Only cat. It's a really big cat. Also, beans. Forbidden beans. There you go. Now we've done everything that we have to. Kitty is super important. Alright. Oh my god, she's so heavy. She's so heavy. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. Yeah? Beans? Beans? That's enough. Alright. Thanks everyone for joining and for the patience while I am struggling to read the cursed content. And if you want, you can watch us play WoW. Several of them in succession if you want to. Maxi, no. Maxi, no. No. The fish, no. She was watching the fish. Okay. I will be back in a few moments. Just as soon as I remove items from my desk. Ugh. Okay. No? No, let alone. Let alone. Anyway, bye. Where is it?